Cuba is gearing up to host next week's summit for the community of Latin American and the Caribbean states, also known as CELAC. Heads of state from all over the continent are expected to attend, with the exception of the U.S. and Canada. Top of the agenda will be ways to combat poverty and social inequality, though several leaders are likely to meet on the sidelines to discuss possible trade deals. For more, Nathan King joins me now live from Havana.
That's right, those heads of state already started arriving, Susan. We have, of course, Cristina Kirchner, president of Argentina, arrived. She went straight to lunch with the former leader and founder of modern Cuba, Fidel Castro. We also saw Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff arrive as well. So they're all coming in, heads of state meeting in the middle of the week. But it begs the question, this is a very young summit indeed. What can it do? So let's look at what it can do and what it's meant to not do. As far as international groupings go, the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, or CELAC, is a relative youngster. Inaugurated in 2011, its last summit took place in Chile in 2013. This week in Havana will be summit number 3. So what will CELAC be to the region?
It's very hard to guess what the future brings. It has interesting possibilities that no one in the United States is paying attention to.
CELAC, argue experts like Brenner, is a reaction to the U.S. policy across the region for the past century. Whether it was a botched invasion of Cuba at the Bay of Pigs in 1961, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the intervention in Nicaragua against the Sandinistas, or the refusal to call the 2009 coup in Honduras a coup, plus the aggressive export of free market economics.
It's the legacy of the U.S. acting as a bully, demanding that the people of Latin America follow almost a straitjacket set of rules that the countries in Latin America have suffered from.
CELAC perhaps is also a progression away from the regional groupings of the past. The Organization of American States, based in Washington, D.C., has long been seen as one dominated by the United States.
The era of the Monroe Doctrine is over.
It was at the OAS last year that the U.S. declared that the near 200-year policy of U.S. unilateral intervention in Latin America was over. But recent revelations of U.S. spying on Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff and the continued U.S. embargo against Cuba, despite the recent handshake between the two leaders, suggests U.S. policy in the region has yet to undergo a transformation. There is also another concern here at CELAC, the U.S. push for a free trade zone for Pacific Rim nations, which includes Mexico, Brazil, Peru, and Chile.
If the United States pulls off 4 important countries into the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and then as part of the U.S. tilt towards Asia, the so-called Asian pivot, it would undermine the ability of CELAC to act as a regional integration unit.